one of the reasons I really love doing these shows is that I can bring you information, resources, products, and people who are dealing with issues that are incredibly important to family caregivers. And I'm talking to Wayne, Larry, and John about something that they've created that deals with, I think, the number one topic that we hear at the Fearless Caregiver Conference is the questions we get through caregiver.com and even through the magazine, and that's incontinence. And incontinence is a huge issue for us as family caregivers, and finding appropriate, well-designed products is not as easy as you would think when you walk down the aisles in the drugstore and you see colorful bag after colorful bag after colorful bag. I like what these guys have developed and designed. It's called Underx for two reasons alone, but many more. Fit and seal. They decided those were the really important topics that a lot of the other products seem to miss. So I'm going to just let them talk to you about where they came from, what they're doing, and the value of what they're offering family caregivers. Wayne, with all the incontinence products on the market, what do you think makes Underx different, better than other brands?
Well, I just wanted to start off by saying thank you very much for having us today, Gary. And we understand the importance of caregivers and everything that you do for this community as well. And to answer your question, we understood that there was many brands out there and so many to choose from. But after doing a lot of market research, we found that a lot of things, people, especially at nighttime, for caregivers looking after their loved ones and such, were having issues with no one could sleep through the evening. Everyone would wake up wet, or there would be a mess and certain things. And we really wanted to create a product that could actually give people, and why our slogan is really get back to your active lifestyle and such. And is basically make sure that somebody could rest and sleep and feel confident that they wouldn't have any upsets through the evening or even through the day. So we come up with two technologies, one being X-Fit, which basically is fitted to design to go to all different shapes and sizes of the body, because we're all different. Some have small legs, big bums, big waist, vice versa. And it really is an issue, because you really can't have one that fits all. So what we try to design this is that you may have to go through a medium, a large, or an extra large, but that we do have a fitting program that you can go onto our website and says find your fit, and it'll go through and walk you through to find the best fit for you. But we do offer free samples just in case that's not the case. And with doing so, you may end up being a medium in one but a large in ours. But we have these leak guards that go around the creases of your legs to make sure that if you have heavy flows and certain things, that the polymer can absorb the liquid as it comes through. And so it stops any kind of leakage and certain things. And then that's on the X-Fit technology. And then on the Absorb technology, we have a very highly absorbent polymer that on our extreme absorbency products, we can actually take up to 10 cups. And an average healthy bladder can actually take up to, it usually holds around 2 cups of liquid. So knowing certain things and especially with certain drugs and prescriptions you may have, they're diuretics, they have all these issues that come along with that. And sometimes you could actually have like 3 or 4 urinations through the evening, just to the amount of liquid that you can hold and certain things. So we really tried to make something that was tight and sealed and very absorbent. And so the people that are using our products can get their confidence back to know that there's not going to be any leaks or failings of the product.
This is great. This is so important. John, why did you and Larry and Wayne decide to make newly innovative incontinence products in particular?
Sure. Thank you, Gary. For a multitude of different reasons, but the one for me that was most recent is I spent a lot of the time, honestly, not having to worry about intimate family members or friends having an issue. And until you become aware of it and what a good product can do for someone, not having to worry, having the ability to continue on their daily life as they always have, I didn't realize the drastic need for a quality product. And now that this was brought and we put this together, we realized that this quality product can change people's lives.
Yeah.
And it was an opportunity to help the business or to help people feel better about themselves, being able to get out there and continue to do the things that they're used to doing without having to worry. And for me, it hit close to home, and it's something that we wanted to do.
Brilliant. Yeah, I know that in so many times that I find people making products that are making a difference for family caregivers. When you drill down, there's a story about how they were a caregiver, or they cared for their family, or they made these thoughts and these decisions and these products based on the needs of their family members. So it's good to see that that's how you guys started as well. Mm-hmm. Hey, Larry, I know that customer service is incredibly important to caregivers. And I know that you guys know that. Why did you put such a focus on customer service? And what do you consider good customer service?
Great question. And just to reiterate what guys had said, thank you so much for allowing us to speak to you and to your audience. It's greatly appreciated. And just to tag on to what John said, we're cousins. So we share a lot of family members. And, our grandmother and now my in-laws are in the same scenario, but she had a saying, once a lady, twice a baby. And that's kind of where that's the progression. Yeah. Right. And wearing, the incontinence products was always considered a bit of a stigma when you got to a certain age. But now it's not. Now it's generally accepted as something that you need. And it's an important part of that person's life, a critical part. And you realize from a customer service standpoint that you can't delay your products, right? If there's a delay in products, that person, that customer, that person is out of sorts. I mean, there's going to be an issue, obviously. Now they have something that they rely on and depend on during their whole entire day and in the evening. And if you can't take care of that customer's needs, that person's needs, and you're failing. And we come from this background. So we're in the logistics business as well. And it's all about customer service, right? And so we really appreciate that. And plus my father-in-law, who also is a customer of ours, is a very discerning buyer. So he lets us know when our service levels are failing. And
I bet.
So we do our best to make sure that we take care of all of our customers as if they're our relatives and we're the caretaker.
Logistics, it's really a good background to have in this mix, because logistics is half the battle with putting a good product on the market. So I'm glad to see that you have that in your kit bag as well.
Well, think about it this way. In our business, we are an extension of our customers. And with Underx, we are an extension of the caregiver. So ultimately, if we're not doing, our product isn't doing its job, well, then we're failing the person caring for the individual that needs it the most.
And it's such a huge issue. I think it's a number one issue that people consider long-term care placement for their loved ones when incontinence isn't managed well and they can't find the products that keep their loved one dry and safe. So thank you for what you're doing. Hey, Wayne, Underx is a great name. Just one of those terrific names. Where do you see Underx in 5 years?
Well, we, as you just heard, where we started from and what our main aim was to start into the incontinence area and make a product in that realm. And we've started branching into other areas. We not only do we really take on board that we want to do quality products, quality customer service, and quality care, but we also want to bring quality, a whole array of quality products along for the ride, because there are some issues that you need with skin rashes and skin care and cleaning. And while you're changing, there's certain paraphernalia that you need with all of that, what comes along with incontinence. Yeah. And now doing a lot more research, we're finding that there's a lot of issues with not very good products out there, not natural products. And due to just the situation people are in, they have a lot of allergies and certain ailments that need good care. And we've started looking into other areas. We have now a cream balm for diaper rash and certain things, and we're getting a very good feedback on that. It's all natural. It doesn't contain any parabens, any kind of additives or stabilizers, because these are things that then aggravate people's skin. And now we've gone into the washcloths, and we're actually going to be launching an anti-chafing stick soon. So we're gradually going to build on that brand and create a nice healthcare brand for the incontinent population. As you know, I'm not too sure of the figures at the moment, but I think it's over 8 million people that suffer from this. So the caregivers and the patients are not alone. It's a huge amount of people that are out there, and I think they're just putting one of these big cogs of these big Goliath companies, and they forget about that they're really dealing with human beings with an issue that has a bad stigma wrapped around it, and it's unfortunate. So we really want to try and get rid of that stigma and provide these products for people in need. And we have a good game plan over the next 5 years. We're gradually starting off slow. We want to build the momentum. I even answer the customer service calls to listen to what the caregivers have to say.
Great idea.
And you know what? You have to listen. If you don't listen and you don't want to hear, how are we going to provide products and make better products if we're not listening? And I think that's what happens with a lot of these big companies.
Yeah.
And that's what we want to do. We continue to listen and hear what people want, and hopefully over the next 5 years build a brand in the areas that are in need.
You know, I also noticed that being a green company is important to you. Why is that important to you, important to the caregivers, and important to the environment?
But the unfortunately, diapers are an underwear, incontinence underwear are a huge landfill issue at the moment. But the other issue is that there's not really a natural product that can actually withstand the needs of these garments. So we've partnered up with a company that creates natural a neutral landfill with the company that we're associated with, and also with our other products that we use. Like we have our Underx balm, which is in a tin, that's all recyclable, all natural. All of our like our wipes and certain things, they're all natural. Unfortunately, you can't keep things in a biodegradable package because they don't keep them sealed. But our chafing stick is going to be in a biodegradable package. And I think everybody is aware of all of these things that are happening at the moment. And we need to, at least as we venture into these areas, we need to at least look at what we can do to be environmentally friendly. So fortunately for us being a new company, as we source these products and items, at least we can do is actually look to make good in the environment.
Smart, very, very smart. I'm going to do a round robin here because, you know, we want to make sure that the caregivers are with trusted partners, which you guys are, my consideration. But I'll start with Wayne, and then I'll go to Larry, and then John. Why should you think caregivers should trust you?
Good question, Gary. knowing full well why we ventured into this, and after spending many, it's amounted to days and weeks on the phone with our customers and getting the feedback from our customers, I think just listening and learning and understanding what people need is like, we're always going to be an open ear, and we will always be there for the people. That's what's going to make our products great. That's what's going to make people trust us. And it's not that we want them to make them trust us. We really want their trust back in, because if we can't gain their trust, how are we going to ever make products for them?
So caring's
Mhm.
number one. Yeah, everything you said, the word caring just sticks in my mind. So
Yeah,
excellent.
absolutely.
Thank you. So John, what do you think?
Sure. Gary, with anything, product or service, when you're in business, the personal touch is extremely important. When people, if there's an issue or feedback, we're not a number that's going to go unanswered, or we're going to have, whether it's Wayne, myself, or Larry, a real time approach to the problem, addressing an issue, fixing it, hearing, getting feedback, and not forgetting that a personal approach needs to be taken every single time,
Yeah.
and focusing on customer service. We know we have a quality product, but that quality product will differentiate us, but never losing the focus on the caregiver customer service side, for me, is critically important.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. And Larry?
From my perspective, it's because we are the caregivers now. I mean, I've lived through it with my grandmother, living through it with both of my remaining parents. And now, we see what it's like. We know what it's like. At times it's heartbreaking, and we see some of the products that come out and they're substandard. And I don't want that for my parents. Absolutely not. So when you look at how we've designed the products, our branding is very simple and clean, because we want our focus to be on the performance of the product. Because at the end of the day, it's taking care of somebody we love. So knowing that this is how we feel, our heart's in it. That's the bottom line.
You want to make a product that you feel like you can have your loved ones use and be proud of you for having produced it.
That's exactly right.
Nice. Now we'll circle back to Wayne to bring it home. Wayne, how do we reach you?
We can be reached on through our website, which is www.underx.com, which is UNDERX, or we can be reached by a telephone, which is 1-800-4-Underx, which is 1-800-486-3379. Or you can always write us an email to support@underx.com.
Brilliant. Thank you guys for what you're doing. I'll let you get back to your workshops and keep tinkering. And I appreciate all the support you're giving us when our loved ones or even we are dealing with incontinence.